Hey everyone, today I'm gonna tell you about the major hoaxes of American history. What is a hoax? Hoax is something which is totally based on a lie. And American history is full of that. So let me take you back to 1965, a Vietnam War which resulted in loss of thousands of lives, and it was merely based on a lie. Let me make it clear that before Vietnam War, America had nothing to do with it. It was only a fight between North Vietnam and the other side, South Vietnam. So what happened? America proclaimed that the North Vietnam had attacked their ships, which they didn't, and so they joined up with the South Vietnam and they took everybody to violence. There was a full-fledged war between North Vietnam and South Vietnam, supported by USA. And as you know, it caused a vast devastation, loss in lives and money and everything that sort. So this was about the Vietnam War. Now let me tell you about Pat Tillman. Pat Tillman was an NFL player. So what happened? He was recruited as an army personnel and was sent to Afghanistan. When he reached there, he wrote a letter to his family saying that there is total peace in Afghanistan and there is no Al-Qaeda here. So what they did to him, the CIA and the other agencies, they killed him, they assassinated him in order to conceal the truth. So I have now, I think, brought two hoaxes to you. Now let's move on to the third. Third was major of the all, 9/11. 11th September 2001. Two or I think three planes hijacked and taken to World Trade Center and resulting in loss of many lives. But what was the real story behind it? Let me tell you. Before 9/11, the mastermind Osama bin Laden, which USA proclaimed as the mastermind of these attacks, he was in a hospital in Rawalpindi and he was undergoing kidney dialysis. A man undergoing kidney dialysis cannot live for 6 months to 1 year. So how can he come out of the bed in which he is undergoing kidney dialysis and plan an attack the very next day? This is a major question, folks. How is this even possible? So so this was 9/11 was totally an attempt to destroy Iraq, and what they did, they led an attack on 9/11 and they started blaming Iraq, which had nothing to do with it. They only wanted to overthrow Saddam, and then afterwards they made another false statement that Iraq had WMDs, and we all know that there was no such things than that. They only wanted to overthrow him and take over Iraq, and they were totally successful in doing that. Then let me take you to Paris attacks. So Paris attacks were another false flag. How I know it? Let me tell you. Paris attack was totally as staged as was the 9/11. The 9/11 was carried out with the help of Saudis and only to overthrow Saddam and take over Iraq. So these Paris attacks, they were carried out to overthrow Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria, and to gain the sympathy of other Western countries in order to overthrow Assad. And you sure don't know one thing, that Russia is a big fan of Bashar al-Assad, and Russia have him backed. So in order to put more pressure on Russia and Syria, these Paris attacks were carried out. And do you know one thing, that they found Syrian passport from one of the attackers? So how this is even possible that a man which is carrying out bomb blast in a major city like Paris is carrying Syrian passport in his pocket? Who will be such a schmuck to do a thing like this? So there are certain more hoaxes, but I think it will take me 1 hour, 2 hours to describe all those events. So you are a better judge. You know that America has been planning attacks just to destabilize Middle East, and everything is going according to Neocon plan. Neocon plan was a plan whose aim was to destroy 7 countries in 5 years. Yes, and General Wesley Clark exposed it. And now I think a couple of attacks will again take place to fulfill the requirements of Neocon. That's all from my